Ricky Thornton Jr. revealed that Chris Madden will not be returning as his crew chief for the 2025 season, and that the deal to have Madden as his crew chief was only a one-year deal for the rest of 2024 once Madden was brought in, following Ricky Thornton Jr. Splitting with SSI and teaming up with Kohler Motorsports. Before we get to this, I'd like to ask, please hit that subscribe button, hit that bell for notifications so you don't miss any of our future videos here at John Trent Racing. Wrote this up over at stockcarreport.com. I will have the link in the description below. And this news came in the wake of Ricky Thornton Jr. winning the CJ Rayburn Memorial over at Brownstown and finishing in second place during the Jackson 100, which catapulted him back to the points lead in the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series championship standings. He posted this celebratory post over here on Facebook where he says, "One of the smartest guys in dirt racing always said you can never let yourself get too high or too low in this sport. And some nights it's tough not to do just that. This team tuned out the noise and continued to work towards what they always knew they were capable of. Last night, it earned our Kohler Motorsports team a big win. We are so thankful for the Kohlers, Chris Madden, Ricky Arnold, DJ Williams, Kenny, and Bryce at the shop, and everyone at Longhorn and Bilstein for guiding us to success. We aren't done yet. We will give it everything we have for these next two races and see what happens." So obviously, this was before the Jackson 100 win, and obviously here before Eldora. So in the comments, he was asked by a fan, Robert Bowman here, asked, "Is Madden coming back next year?" And Ricky Thornton Jr. Said this in response: "No, he's going to pursue some business ventures. It was always just a partnership for 2024. So that is what Ricky Thornton Jr. had to say. Chris Madden will not be returning as his crew chief for the 2025 season. He will have a new crew chief. Unclear who that will be at this point, but I assume there will be an announcement in the future once they have made that decision. Nevertheless, I think they've got something more important to be focusing on than finding a crew chief for 2025. They are chasing the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series Championship. Thornton, as I said, has a 50-point lead on both Jonathan Davenport and Devin Moran, while Tim McCready sits in fourth, 165 points back as they head into the final weekend of the series at Eldora Speedway, where they will have a full night of racing on Friday night, albeit that is not a points-paying night. The real money comes in on Saturday night, where not only will he be chasing that championship, but he will also be chasing the 44th Annual Dirt Track World Championship crown, which itself pays $100,000 on top of the trophy that you get for that end. It was an absolutely wild race last year. There was a storm that had kind of came through the area, kind of mucked up the track. We were seeing dirt clods like knocking people out as they were driving. It was a really battle of attrition type race. I think there were only like 9 or 10 cars like just left on the track. That's how many people had exited it. Ricky Thornton Jr. was one of those victims, but I think he was able to manage to stay on the track, but he was involved in a really early race incident that kind of wounded his car and kind of took him out of any opportunity to win the championship. Eventually went to Hudson O'Neal, but he almost lost it, I think, on the last lap as Moran was closing in on him. But neither of them were able to best Brandon Shepard, who ran out of gas, I think, on the last lap as he was crossing the finish line, but had enough to close it out. So lots of crazy drama happened last year. I don't expect that to be the case this year, but I do expect to be some phenomenal racing here at Eldora. We got some really, really good racing. I feel like just about a month or so ago during the World 100, and I expect just as good of a race here at the Dirt Track World Championship. But let me know what you guys make of Ricky Thornton Jr. Parting ways, I guess, with Chris Madden at the end of this 2024 season as his crew chief. Let me know in the comments below.